With the hat, without the hat, with the hat, without the hat, with the hat, without the hat. Maybe if I just do it like this. Anyways, I wanted to make a really quick video this week. This video is going to be a little bit different than what's to come. You know, the other videos are going to be, like, you know, a lot of production updates. I'm going to post some pictures of storyboards, everything like that. This video this week is really about what's realizing what's important to you and what is holding you back from accomplishing what you want to do. You know, I've been really preachy about this, but to borrow from Batman, people need dramatic examples to shake them out of apathy. So I've been a pretty big procrastinator with a lot of things, and you know, I've been having difficulty trying to eliminate everything that's standing in the way of me accomplishing what I want to do. It's very easy to get caught up in having a negative mindset, and you know, for instance, I have a decent job, but I have shitty pay. But you know what? So do most people. And if there's one thing that I've learned, is that no one gives a shit if you're sad in this life, unless you show some effort to better yourself in your situation. So, I mean, that is where I'm at right now. And it starts with your outlook on life. You know, realizing what in your situation is affecting you the most and how to work with it. For me, Jenna Marie and I got married, and a year flew by just like that. And, you know, almost a year ago to the day, I had this kind of, like, I don't know if you would call it epiphany, but I started realizing that, holy shit, like, you know, one day I'm gonna fucking die. And this past year flew by way too fast with nothing to show for it. And I just kept thinking, like, you know, is this gonna be my life? Like, is this little bubble away from my family and friends, away from everything that I want to do? Like, you know, is this gonna be it? Is there anything more than this? And it really bummed me out, and it really scared the shit out of me. And I remember waking up in the middle of the night, almost frantically trying to jump out of my body or jump out of my skin, because I was scared shitless that time moves way too fucking fast. And I mean, so that's barrier number one, but there's nothing to do about it. So how do you work with it? You can try to accomplish every goofy dream that you have in your life and be as happy and drama free as possible. Again, I say this all the time, but Kevin Smith has had a tremendous impact on me, you know. And he and I are a lot alike in many ways. The dude makes movies, he loves Batman, he loves hockey, and again, to quote Batman, again, you know, a hero can be anyone. Even someone doing something as simple and reassuring as putting a coat on a little boy's shoulders to let him know that the world hadn't ended. And over the past year, this dude has been my Batman in many ways. And it all started with a dopey little podcast of him and his buddy listening to, or playing a cassette, listening to Kevin when he was a teenager, talking about life, or what he thought was life. And it was so funny, like, and it got me to laugh again. And what I'll do is I'll post a video too on this page, just to kind of give you an example or an idea of how big of an impact this guy has had on me. You know, I've probably seen this video so many times that I could reenact it myself. You know, it's, if you can get past the language on it, it is one of the most, it's sad, but it's one of the most inspiring things that I've ever heard. So I really, if you have the time, I would suggest checking it out. But it all goes along with what I'm trying to preach, and then it all starts with you. And a killer support center of people. Like, you know, I really need to give kudos to my family and friends, obviously, but my wife has been a tremendous help and motivator to me over the past year. And she's not my wife as much as she's my boss. And I say that, like, you know, being funny, but, you know, for real, she keeps my ass in check. Always encouraging, but getting in my face to keep me from being a slouch. But I will wrap this video up by saying, again, just changing your outlook will affect everything. Since I announced this little project of mine, you know, I'm already feeling better. I'm losing weight. I'm starting to not notice as many gray hairs. And I've really been focused on getting this right. So again, you know, not much of an update, I'm sorry. But next week, you'll really want to tune in because I'll be on location. It's going to be a surprise, but it's what many people consider to be the mecca of independent filmmakers, or independent film. So again, thank you for watching, and see you next week.